Good morning. It is Friday, October 4th, and today is the memorial of St. Francis of Assisi. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, so let's get into it. A Metro Detroit rabbi and a group of University of Michigan students were held hostage at gunpoint during a robbery on Wednesday night in Southfield. A gunman entered the home through a back door while the group was gathering for Rosh Hashanah.
Whether if it's Rosh Hashanah, which it is right now, Yom Kippur, whatever holiday, Jewish holiday that's going on, you always see parties and it's festive and, things like that, but never have I ever seen or heard or would have thought something like this would happen.
That is Deanna Lake, who lives in the neighborhood. The suspect told the group he was taking everything, and the police have identified him and are searching for him. No one was hurt, but the incident has frightened people in the community. Michigan Senate Minority Leader Aric Nesbitt is urging lawmakers to stop funding for the Gotion-backed electric vehicle battery plant near Big Rapids. He sent a letter yesterday, a day after the Detroit News reported about 5 Chinese nationals who are accused of spying on Camp Grayling last year. The camp is 88 miles away from the battery plant, and the 5 were University of Michigan students at the time. Nesbitt says in the letter that is more evidence of Gotion's relationship with the Chinese Communist Party, and the state needs to pause its subsidizing of the project. Former President Donald Trump campaigned at Saginaw Valley State University yesterday. Trump urged supporters to vote and said the results have to be, quote, too big to rig. He lost in Michigan in 2020 to President Biden. Trump criticized Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris for having open borders and said immigrants have overrun cities like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio. Lake County Sheriff Rich Martin is supporting a school resource officer who handcuffed a third-grade student this week. Martin says a photo of the handcuffed child has, quote, led to false accusations, rumors, and inappropriate things being said about the deputy, the school, and the situation. Baldwin Community Schools Superintendent David Forrester says the student was handcuffed after allegedly throwing chairs, scissors, and other items at a teacher and school staff members at Baldwin Elementary. That incident happened on Monday. And the Hope Network Center for Autism in Kentwood is supporting a bill before the State House that would expand Michigan's Amber Alert system to include children with special needs who are missing.
I think, every moment counts. I mean, it only takes a second for a kid to get hurt, especially with somebody who may have challenges with communicating or knowing where they're at or being able to find home.
That is Executive Director Maggie Moore, and she says it's not uncommon for autistic children to wander from home and go to something they find enjoyable, like water. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. More news is coming up after the weather. Now this.
Persecution around the world has manifested itself through the centuries, but it is worse today than ever before. Aid to the Church in Need and its donors have been there to help since 1947, never abandoning the Church or her most vulnerable children. Will you stand up for your faith and accompany our brothers and sisters on their spiritual journey? Visit churchinneed.org. churchinneed.org.
We're going to start today sunny in the Motor City. Well, it will become gradually more cloudy by the afternoon. Our high will be 73 today. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows around 51. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high around 69. Sunday we'll see a chance of rain showers with highs in the upper 70s. And Monday will be sunny with temperatures in the mid-60s. We're going to start today cloudy in the Saginaw Valley, but it will become gradually more sunny by the afternoon. Our high will be 73. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows around 44. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high around 72. Sunday we'll see a chance of rain with highs in the mid-70s. And Monday will be sunny with temperatures in the mid-60s. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. I've got some more news to bring to your attention. There are reports that the dockworkers strike along the Gulf and East Coasts is coming to an end. Sources tell CNN members of the International Longshoremen's Association will return to work at the ports on Friday. This comes after the union and management groups reached a tentative deal on wages. Hurricane Helene is now the deadliest storm to hit the mainland United States since Hurricane Katrina. Officials say at least 215 people have died due to the storm that slammed the southeast a week ago. More than half of the deaths were in North Carolina, including dozens in Buncombe County alone, where flooding has devastated the area. Israel is warning some residents in southern Lebanon to evacuate, signaling that it may widen a ground offensive. News Nation's Jesse Turner reports.
Israel continued launching missiles into Lebanon against Hezbollah Thursday, as the Israeli military weighs how to retaliate against the terror group's backer, Iran. President Joe Biden is urging Israel to avoid direct hits to Iran's nuclear facilities, just days after the U.S. helped shoot down hundreds of missiles Iran fired at Israel. But the president did not completely rule out potential plans to strike Iran's oil facilities.
The U.S. is considering levying its own additional sanctions against Iran, but President Biden would not elaborate. And former First Lady Melania Trump confirms she supports abortion rights. She addressed the issue in a video posted on X. This comes after The Guardian reported on Wednesday that Trump voices her support for abortion in an upcoming memoir. According to the report, she writes in her book, "Why would anyone other than the woman herself have the power to determine what she does with her own body?" Melania Trump was the second Catholic First Lady after Jacqueline Kennedy. St. Francis of Assisi says, "We must not be wise and prudent according to the flesh. Rather, we must be simple, humble, and pure. We must never desire to be over others." I'm Matthew Handley, and that does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Friday. You can stay connected with me on X. I'm at Radio Handley, and stay tuned to Ave Maria Radio for more inspiring Catholic talk radio. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again on Monday. Until then, goodbye.